let's talk about America's team, the Dallas Cowboys. At least I think they're still America's team. Cause you see, everyone still seems to like them, even though they haven't, won a Super Bowl since the freaking '90s. Before I was even born. But I guess people still like them. So how did the Cowboys do last season? How are they going to do this upcoming season? So we look back to last season. They lost they lost to the 49ers in the wild card game 19-12. The same thing as 2 years ago. And again, the game ended on a stupid play by the Cowboys, and it was a bunch of field goals. A great, boring game. The Cowboys really wet the bed. Some players on the Cowboys, I know some players, Michael Parsons is like one of my top 5 favorite players. I love him. He's great on defense. And then you have Mr. Dak Prescott here talking about how he's going to throw less than 10 interceptions. We'll see how that goes, but I kind of see that unlikely. We got Cooper Rush here, a good backup for Dak Prescott when he hurt his thumb or whatever last year. CeeDee Lamb is great. I really like him as a wide receiver. He's really good. Let's see, we have Brandon Cook. I know who he is. We have Trayvon Diggs, the brother of Stephon Diggs. And Stephon Gilmore. I've heard your name somewhere before, and I heard of Zach Martin. Like, apparently he's like one of the best guards or offensive linemen in the game or something like that. I don't know too much about him. If it wasn't for his Madden rating, I had no clue who he was. And then Tony Pollard, the running back. I could have guessed running backs are still on teams these days. They did, cut Ezekiel Elliott or whatever, but he's signed with the Patriots, so we'll see how that goes. So for this upcoming season, I kind of read out their schedule, and we're going to see how I think they're going to do. So week 1 against the Giants, I haven't taken an L. They raised into the Giants week 1, but then they beat the Jets week 2, and they beat the Cardinals, because I think everything's going to beat the Cardinals. The Cardinals are going to be so bad. They're going to beat the Patriots, but then they're going to lose to the 49ers, but this time during the regular season and not in the playoffs. They're going to beat the Chargers, because I feel like the Chargers are going to charger it and find a way to lose this game. We have the Rams losing to the Cowboys, and I had the Cowboys losing to the Eagles, so that's another one I think they're going to lose. I have the Cowboys beating the Giants again. I have them beating the Panthers, because the Panthers are going to be bad. We have the Commanders, the Cowboys are beating them, but they're taking a loss to the Seahawks. I think the Seahawks are going to be a very interesting team with Jackson Smith and Jigma and the crew, Geno Smith-Schuster and DK Metcalf and Tyler Lockett and all of them. I think they're going to beat the Cowboys. But I had the Cowboys beating the Eagles the second time around. I feel like those are going to be 2 evenly matched teams. I had them taking a loss to the Bills, so when the Diggs brother playoff, I have Stephon beating the other one, I just forgot his name. And so let's see, Dolphins. I have the Dolphins beating the Cowboys, and then I also had the Lions beating the Cowboys. But I have in Week 18 the Cowboys beating the Commanders. So for this season, I think the Cowboys, the best record they can have is 12-5. I think that's not too bad. Their 5 losses are going to be to the Bills, the 49ers, the Eagles, the Seahawks, and the Lions. All teams that made the playoffs last year, except for the Lions, who were one game away. If it wasn't for, the Seahawks beating the Rams or something like that, they would have made it. I think they're going to go 10-7. And then the worst I think the Cowboys are going to do is go 7-10. I don't see them going 7-10, but yeah, I see them being around that 10-game win mark, and I see them getting second in the NFC East. I still think this is the Eagles division to lose, with the Cowboys coming in second, then the Giants, then the Commanders. So that's kind of my overview on the Cowboys. I think they're not a bad team, have a lot of talented players, and we'll see how they do during the season.